In the suffocating silence of an ancient tomb, a single scream shattered the stillness, a scream that would ripple through Cairo's dusty streets and uncover secrets buried deeper than the Nile. Detective Layla Hassan was no stranger to chaos, but when a renowned archaeologist, Dr. Omar Fahim, was found dead in the Valley of Kings under circumstances as cryptic as the hieroglyphs he studied, she knew this case was no ordinary murder. Clutched in the dead man's hand was a fragment of papyrus, its faded ink hinting at a curse that had lain dormant for centuries. Layla's investigation led her through the labyrinthine alleys of Cairo, from the bustling Khan el-Khalili market to the shadowy chambers of the Egyptian Museum. Omar's death wasn't the first in recent weeks. 3 others, an art dealer, a historian, and a smuggler, had met similarly grisly fates. All were linked by whispers of the Curse of Amunet, a fabled treasure believed to be protected by deadly forces. With each step, Layla unraveled a tapestry of lies and intrigue. The papyrus held clues to Amunet's resting place, but it was also a roadmap for those willing to kill for unimaginable power. A shadowy syndicate, the Black Scarab, emerged as the prime suspect. Their leader, the enigmatic Rashid Al-Masri, was rumored to be as ruthless as he was brilliant. As Layla delved deeper, she discovered a startling connection: her own family. Her grandfather, a celebrated Egyptologist, had vanished decades ago while searching for Amunet's treasure. Could his disappearance be tied to the curse? Time was running out. Layla's pursuit led her to an underground temple hidden beneath the sands, its walls adorned with warnings of wrath and despair. Inside, she faced not just the Black Scarab but the chilling realization that the curse was more than legend. Traps that defied modern understanding guarded the treasure, and one misstep could mean death. The temple was a labyrinth of ancient ingenuity, designed to repel intruders with puzzles and dangers. Layla's sharp intellect and her knack for problem-solving became her greatest assets as she navigated its deadly corridors. The walls, etched with cryptic hieroglyphs, seemed to come alive, offering warnings she barely understood but couldn't ignore. Her every step was shadowed by the presence of Rashid, who pursued her relentlessly, his menacing voice echoing through the chambers. In a forgotten chamber, Layla stumbled upon an artifact, a golden amulet inscribed with the Eye of Horus. The artifact seemed to resonate with the papyrus fragment, and together, they revealed a hidden passage. But the discovery came at a cost. Layla narrowly escaped a collapsing ceiling, losing precious time and leaving her shaken. Meanwhile, Rashid's syndicate was closing in, forcing Layla into an uneasy alliance with an unexpected ally, Tariq, a former smuggler with intimate knowledge of Egypt's underground. Tariq had his own reasons for seeking Amunet's treasure, and though Layla didn't trust him fully, she needed his expertise. Together, they deciphered the riddles and evaded Rashid's men, forging a tenuous partnership. As the pair ventured deeper, Layla uncovered more about her grandfather's connection to the curse. His journal, hidden in a concealed compartment within the temple, detailed his last expedition. He had been close to finding Amunet but had vanished after a confrontation with the Black Scarab's predecessors. The journal also contained a chilling revelation: Amunet's treasure was not merely gold and jewels, but a relic said to grant its possessor dominion over life and death. The final chamber was both magnificent and terrifying. At its center lay the gilded sarcophagus of Amunet, surrounded by an array of artifacts radiating an otherworldly energy. Layla and Tariq barely had time to marvel before Rashid and his men stormed in. A tense standoff ensued, with Rashid demanding the relic and threatening to kill them both. Layla, thinking quickly, activated one of the temple's ancient mechanisms, triggering a series of traps that forced everyone into chaos. In the ensuing mayhem, Layla faced Rashid in a desperate struggle. Despite his strength and cunning, she outmaneuvered him, using the temple's shifting walls to trap him. But victory came at a cost. The chamber began to collapse, and Layla and Tariq barely escaped with their lives. The sarcophagus, along with its secrets, was swallowed by the sands once more. Emerging into the blinding desert sunlight, Layla clutched her grandfather's journal, her heart heavy with both loss and resolve. She had survived the curse, but knew it wasn't over. The relic's power was too great to remain hidden forever, and others would undoubtedly seek it. Back in Cairo, Layla returned to her modest apartment, her mind racing with unanswered questions. Tariq had disappeared, leaving behind only a cryptic note, "Our paths will cross again." The papyrus fragment and the amulet rested on her desk, silent reminders of the adventure that had changed her life. As she gazed out at the city's sprawling skyline, she made a silent vow to uncover the truth about Amunet's legacy and to protect Egypt's ancient treasures from those who would exploit them. The scream in the tomb had been the beginning, but for Layla Hassan, the story was far from over. The sands of Egypt still held many secrets, and she was determined to unearth them, no matter the cost.